All right, so today I'm going to show you how much we made in 2022 for our Airbnb. This includes all of our income and all of our expenses. So I'm going to break down our expenses line by line so you can see kind of what costs us the most when it comes to running this Airbnb. Now, just some really quick notes. This is going to be one property and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. You can fit about 8 people comfortably in this Airbnb and we are in Phoenix. So with all of that being said, we're going to go ahead and zoom down here. And this is our profit and loss statement. I actually just finished getting our accounting all ready to go for our taxes. So let's go ahead and break this down. And if you want to help support the channel so you get more free content like this, I'm going to actually have some resources for you for Airbnb, whether it's some products that will help you out when it comes to your Airbnb that we actually use, as well as some other like pricing tools as well too. So that'll all be down there in the bottom. So you can see right over here, our income, that's a really big tool right there. So our income ended up coming out to $46,048.84. Operating expenses came out to $12,263.71. So you can see our net right here for the year was $33,785.13. Not too shabby. This was actually our first full year in business. We actually started December 2021 when it came to running this property. So we only had a very short time in 2021. Okay, so first and foremost, you can see our sales all came from being able to rent out our property. Now, overall, we rented out the house for a majority of the year. There were some weeks that kind of went unbooked, and then there was some time periods in between some of the bookings for a couple of days that were unbooked. But I believe overall we were booked for about 73 to 74% of the time for the entire year, so that's good. And we're doing things this year to help increase that as well. So let's go ahead and start right over here. First and foremost, you can see our operating income. The first line here is going to be insurance. We ended up spending about $769 on that. We had some improvements and furniture on this one, so that was about $653. We had cleaning and gardening, about $3,570. Now, this might seem pretty extreme for a lot of people, but I think cleaning is one of the top important things when it comes to running your Airbnb. So we pay our cleaners really well because we want the best possible clean ever. And our cleaners also do some extra little things here and there for us, keeping supplies up to date, making sure batteries are filled up. And so they do a lot more work. And I honestly think it's the best money spent when it comes to running your Airbnb is having somebody that's dedicated and willing to go above and beyond when it comes to taking care of the property. Now, before we continue on with the video, I love talking about small business, so make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to keep on following and hit the like button if you're getting value out of this video. Next up here, professional fees was just about $5. Now you can see up next is going to be the office supplies and software. That's about $3,700. I actually do believe that one of the items in there should be in the improvement/furniture section because we did have to buy a dishwasher because the one that was there at the property before we actually got started was quite old, so we had to do a replacement on that. So actually I think that might be in there, and that was about an $800 purchase. And then we have taxes and licenses. That one is about $932. We also had utilities that came out to a total of $2,531. And then just some regular office supplies here for us is going to be about $101.82. Total expenses was $12,263.71, like we talked about earlier. And that was giving us the profit of about 73.37% when it came to what we made versus what we spent. Now, like I mentioned, this is our first full year running this Airbnb. So we are going to go through the process of doing things to make sure we're booked a little bit more often, maybe be able to increase our prices at a good rate to still keep the bookings that we want to get and continue to learn and grow when it comes to running our Airbnb. Now, I mentioned earlier too that if you want to check out some of the stuff that we utilize for our Airbnb to kind of help with like reviews, I'll put that link in the show notes down below for you. But I'm also going to have other tools for you if you want to learn the accounting that we utilize for our Airbnb. I'll have that in the show notes too. Now, once you check out the links in the show notes down below, I'm going to put a video up here on screen so you can check out the best bank to utilize for your Airbnb.